What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back with the Lenovo Ideapad 5, AMD Ryzen 4500, 8 gigs of RAM, extreme performance mode plugged in, 1080p resolution for both games, low settings for Madden, low and high settings for FIFA. Now, FIFA runs way better than Madden, but let's start off with Madden 22 here. And like I said, what we had to do here, because I was trying to stay at 1080p to see how these games did, being the native monitor resolution for this laptop, you're going to have to turn things all the way down on Madden as much as you can. You may even need to go 720p, and you may even need to go DirectX 11. I stuck with 12 for this. I wanted to see how it would work. But you might want to play with these settings if you want a higher frame rate. Now, when we get in here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, it's capped and when you go in and out of other scenes, but when you're in gameplay, a lot like FIFA, it runs much better. But if you're wanting a higher frame rate, you're going to have to play around a little bit more. However, even at 1080p with these settings, very, very playable, and I continue to be impressed by what the 4500U is capable of. Now, this is the same laptop I was testing here on the channel last year. There's a ton of you out there with the Ryzen 4500U in different variations and in different builds. There's a lot of handheld PCs now that have the 4500U and laptops and that type of thing, and it's still a great APU from AMD. Now, like I said, you may have to play with your settings a little bit and get things the way that you want them to run the game, but ultimately, even if you stuck with this here, you would be fine. Now, this game is more CPU intensive, and it seems that's kind of what's going on here with this 4500U. We have trouble pushing the Vega 6 graphics side of things much out of the 70s in the percentile up there, and you'll see when we jump over to FIFA, that's really not a problem. We're able to push the GPU side of things much more. So I'll let you watch a couple of more minutes or a little bit here of gameplay without me talking, and then we're going to jump over and take a look at FIFA 22 on the 4500U, which is running much better, and we're going to do low and high settings for that game.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump over to FIFA 22. Starting off, 1080p for everything, of course. This is our low settings running here, and as soon as I saw the difference in the usage of the GPU, the Vega 6, and the frame rate here, I knew just how much easier it was to run this game. So very, very playable, and you're going to see, too, when we go over to high settings, it stays extremely playable. I mean, I would recommend, you know, for this build or the 4500U, just go with the high settings, maybe even highest, and stick with your 1080p, and you'll be just fine. So I'll let you watch a little bit here in the low settings, and then we'll jump over to the high settings and take a look at the difference there.
Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to the 1080p high settings, and like I said, again, really good frame rate and responsiveness and performance from this machine playing this, even at the high settings, 1080p. As you can see here, we lost 30 frames, 40 frames compared to low, but in a game like this, you don't really need to be playing over 100 FPS, especially on this laptop, so I think this is a great spot, great place to be able to play this right here. So all right, guys, I'm going to let you check out just a minute or two here of gameplay of FIFA running here on high settings, and then we'll wrap up the video.
And a good-looking pass. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here.
Number 17, Sergio Santos.
Well, attacking possibilities.
Alright guys, that's going to do it. That's our Madden 22 and FIFA 22 running on the Ryzen 4500U. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, thumbs up and ring the bell so you know when new videos come out. Thanks a lot for coming to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.